Duck hunters love to tell stories about hitting the migration just right and limiting out. However, that's not always reality. Duck hunting is hard work, and the untold story is one of missed shots, broken gear, and hopefully a few laughs. But if you put in the time and play your cards right, a northerly wind might bring some birds your way.
That's satisfying.
I'm Sean Weaver, a former hunting guide, TV producer, and a guy who's just obsessed with waterfowl hunting. But limits of birds aren't what keeps duck hunting alive, and that's what I want to talk about. This is Duck Lore. Stuttgart, Arkansas has long laid claim to being the rice and duck capital of the world, which is quite a bold statement, but Stuttgart has the bona fides to back it up. The city sits in the heart of the Arkansas Delta, an ancient floodplain created by the Mississippi River. The environment here is built for ducks. From managed duck clubs, to the rice fields, to the public timber, there's no shortage of duck habitat in the winter months. But the timber and its acorns that flood each winter are the historical draw for mallards and hunters alike. Hunting the flooded timber in Arkansas is on the bucket list for waterfowlers everywhere. So you can only imagine how excited I am to head to Stuttgart to hunt with Anne-Marie Doramus. Anne-Marie is a native Arkansan who is currently serving on the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission and is one duck hunting, bass fishing gal who grew up hunting ducks here in the Delta. We're gonna hunt at her family's duck camp, as well as the public timber in the world-famous MeatEater.
Anne-Marie, what do you call this spot?
South end of the reservoir. And what I've noticed is a lot of these gadwall have been landing right on the edge of the reservoir lately.
Well, that's kind of a thing with gadwalls, is they like these Cypress reservoirs.
Joining us is Clay Newcomb, a 7th generation Arkansan and host of the Bear Grease podcast. Clay is from the Ozark Mountains of northwest Arkansas and can count on one hand the number of days he spent hunting ducks. So duck hunting down here on the flat ground is pretty new to him.
Well, I've never killed a gadwall in my life. I'm mainly a mallard man. So.
Mallard only?
True story. I've never killed a duck other than a mallard.
Well, gadwall are pretty cool. I've never hunted a true Cypress reservoir for like strictly gadwall like this. I mean, we might get something else too, but what I'm seeing out there is gadwall.
We're gonna throw out a mixture of gadwall decoys, mallard decoys, kind of see what happens, because we'll see some mallards too.
Let's go pack the boat. We've got a lot of work to do.
Let's do it. Back here and make sure that the boat starts, because that's always a solid thing to do before you push off.
This morning is a Cypress reservoir hunt, and my gut tells me the bulk of the shooting will be gadwalls. Beyond that gadwalls are known to hang around in cypress lakes, this reservoir is full of coontail or hornwort, a submergent plant that I always find in the company of gadwalls. While the water is too deep for us to stand through most of the lake, there's a few shallow spots on the roots of these cypress trees. We're not right on the X, but we're adjacent.
Right over here is where we're gonna start putting up decoys. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Clay, you're looking like you know what you're doing or something.
Oh man, been doing this 3 or 4 times in my life. This ain't much different than spreading a squirrel decoy set.
Well, I hear ducks really flying right now.
Yeah, I think we gotta get everybody get in their spot.
Yeah.
Everybody have hearing protection?
What was that?
Everybody have hearing protection, maybe?
Can you tell I don't wear a earprobe?
Oh my God.
Pretty beautiful out here.
It is. Gonna be a nice day.
There's something special about when you have an extra 10 minutes before shooting time.
I know, right?
It's so much better that way. hearing a lot of gadwalls.
I know. I'm like, where are they?
The first half hour was deathly silent, with hardly a duck in the air. But like so many other duck hunts, we just needed to be patient for the rising sun.
Kill it.
There we go.
On the
Gadwall.
board.
Nice Drake.
Nice.
She's a beaut, Clark. All right, let's see if we can get some more in.
Oh, on the left, on the left. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. On the left.
Oh.
Nice. Shooting Clay Newcomb. Clay Newcomb. Wow, he shot 2 there.
Hey, how does it feel to shoot a gadwall?
Yo, this is a first for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mount both of these.
I think so.
That was about like a gray squirrel timbering between the red oaks, man.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I guess when you're used to shooting squirrels hopping tree to tree, that's probably pretty easy shooting.
Get it?
Yep.
Go get it, Baron.
Another gadwall. I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't a little proud of that shot.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good shot.
There you go. Oh, right out front. I got it. Oh man, I'm loving this.
Oh yeah. Nothing like a couple of gray ducks.
That's another one of those regional things. Calling them gray duck is more of a southern thing. Kill it, Clay, kill it.
How many do we have?
Let's see. I think we got 8
Yeah,
gaddies over here. Nice full strap.
I think we call it. Go get some plucking done, go get a scout in. Try to find some mallards now.
Is plucking ducks like what the cool kids are doing now with their ducks?
I don't know if I'd say the cool kids, but it's just so much better to eat with the skin on.
It really is.
You get all that fat.
You know, I always heard negative things about duck meat, just kind of like
Yeah.
secondhand. But
And
that's
it's
kind of
just-
crazy.
it's just
Just
crazy.
like bear meat.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that's been repeated enough to where it becomes like true to people, but it's not true at all.
well, all of a sudden our standard for what meat tastes like is like a hormone
Yeah, like
Fed.
bland.
obese chicken.
Finish these and go do a scout, huh?
Sounds good to me. I think my duck looks nice. That only took like, 20 minutes.
So what do you call this area?
This one's called the Mayor's Field. Let's hit up those binoculars. See right in front of the blind.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of ducks. There's more mallard ducks right there than we saw all this morning.
Oh yeah, they're piling in there.
I like that.
Let's see what these two do right
Oh, there
here.
we go. Oh, they're going in. They went in there so bad.
Yeah, that's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, man.
I like this spot.
This is a good spot. Yep.
This is where we gotta hunt in the morning,
I
right?
think so too. Easy peasy.
Just throw those up there.
All right.
I like it.
This morning, we had a strong wind from the north and a tree line that ran east-west along the north edge of the rice field. From our glassing, it appeared there were some good trees to hide under near a notch in the dike.
That is a ton of feathers.
Yeah.
No shortage of birds, that's for sure. Looks like we just got done plucking.
Yeah, it does.
Our plan was to hide under the trees like a turkey hunter, with a less is more approach to hiding from these late season mallards.
Okay, Clay, so there's a strategy in setting these.
Oh, the spinners?
Yeah, there's a big strategy in it.
Really?
Yeah, in general, you want the very back spinner, the downwind spinner, to be where you want birds to finish.
Really?
Because they won't fly past them typically. So you're using them as an air traffic control, really.
There was wind, sun, and plenty of sign that birds are here. My only skepticism came from that we'd be facing straight into the sun with no backup plan for our hide.
A few more out here.
Yeah. Get ready.
Are they having a hard time landing because of the wind? Or
No,
are they just...
no. It's 100%. There's something they're not liking.
We decided to make a slight adjustment to our decoy setup, hoping that we could get these birds to finish a little better.
First mallard of the morning.
It just goes to show that small changes in your setup can make all the difference.
That's my kind of duck. Y'all gadwalled me yesterday.
Kill him. Nice shooting, guys. You guys beat me to the punch.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Baron.
Good dog. That's reading the script. That's what I want right there. Kill him.
Good shooting, guys.
Kill him.
He was already going down, but I just gave him a bonus shot.
Bonus shot.
Kill him.
Good shot.
I think Sean just got his limit.
I'm done.
Did you kill both of those?
Yeah, I
He
did.
did.
Nice. Well, I'll wait for you guys to finish yours now. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Good
Got
shooting,
him.
guys.
Is that our limit?
That's it.
Good job.
It's like, I didn't want to spoil you just right off the bat.
So you gadwalled me yesterday.
Yeah, gadwalled you.
And you mallarded me today.
Right there. Oh, we're doing one of these.
Clay, are you starting to kind of catch the bug a little bit?
Oh yeah.
You're enjoying it?
Oh yeah. The more you do it, the more you understand what you're keying in on that makes it special.
Right.
You kind of pick up on the nuance of, oh, that's what we're excited about.
Yeah.
Noted.
Uh-huh. January rice-fed mallards from Arkansas, there's a thing about that, just special.
Rice fed. That's what it is. The rice and duck capital of the world right here in Stuttgart, Arkansas. And this is a product to prove it.
And while I was thankful for another great hunt with big fat greenheads, I was anxious to get out in the public timber. But before we went there, we needed to meet the man who it's named after. George Dunklin Jr. is the founder of Five Oaks Ag Research and Education Center, a former Ducks Unlimited president, and was named Conservationist of the Year for his work in the Bayamida Wildlife Management Area. George has put decades of his life into waterfowl and habitat research, including a multi-decade species regeneration project for the mighty red oak. As many worry and wonder about the future of our bottomland forests, Dunklin is one of the people on the leading edge of doing something about it.
So when did you plant all these?
We planted these in February 2006.
How many
We did
acres did you plant?
About 206 acres. We're trying to learn how can we increase the acorn production, not just in this stand, but in all of our stands.
And in all of Arkansas, right?
In all of Arkansas. Everything we're doing is in the public domain. So it's working with the University of Arkansas at Monticello and their forestry division. Everything that we're hopefully will learn as we go through this process.
When do you think this is at its peak benefit to the resource and to the duck?
An oak tree live 100 years. So.
Ultimately, you planted all these trees and you're never gonna really see what this becomes with a 100-year-old oak,
Yeah.
right?
No, pretty sure about that.
I guess what do you get out of it? What's your motivation? Why do you do it? Why have you put so much into it?
I think anybody that does this is because just the love of the watching the migration, love of the birds.
Yeah.
It's why y'all are here today. It's just it's something special, something magical about it. Hard to explain unless you get out here with it.
All this because of a greenhead, you know?
Yeah.
Really.
Exactly.
All right, kids, push me off.
Bayou Meata is 33,000 acres of flooded timber and is world-renowned for its duck hunting, but I do not expect much success. It's the end of the season, and the birds here are arguably the most pressured ducks anywhere in the world, and many of the hunters here are devoted students. These woods are their home that they've learned to hunt for years and years. As the motor drones and we run through the timber, it brings back a flood of memories of the many times I've made these nighttime boat runs and of the few times I've witnessed a mallard pick its way down through the limbs. But quickly, it's time to work. These woods are tight.
Clay, I'm gonna really need your help. This boat's just too big for timber. I'm gonna need you to be up on the front of the boat helping ping pong through.
Then, almost on cue, the timber says I've gone far enough, and the motor completely dies.
Oh, what a piece of... There's no power to the boat. You can't even get it to click like it has any battery. And it's not a dead battery, it's a 100% charged battery.
If you've been following along this season, boat trouble should come as no surprise. So, once again, we're gonna have to drag the boat to a hide and walk until we find a huntable hole. It's almost daylight.
I don't think we're gonna get the boats any farther. And there's a pretty good hole right here.
Yeah, got a down tree right over there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little break in the canopy. Ducks flutter on in.
Tons of duck feathers too, man.
We're coming in here completely blind as far as I've never hunted here, so it's as good a spot as any to me, right?
How's it feel to finally be in Bayou Meata?
Oh man, I remember watching like old timber YouTube videos, DVDs, all of it, right? And for a kid from Iowa, it was like, couldn't comprehend it. It didn't even make sense that ducks
That's
would
the
be.
place to go.
So it's kind of surreal to finally hunt it. Two mallards to my right, but I don't have a shot now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Man, that's disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself there.
I didn't even see him.
And now it's like eating me up inside that I kind of had my chance and missed it. Why are they flying so dang fast when they're looking around up there, you know?
Yeah, you're just cruising. Quick thinkers.
They're moving, there's no denying it.
Oh yeah.
Just like a little personal. I want like a little bit of a taste, a little bit of a reward.
You just want one Bayou Meata mallard?
Just a duck in Bayou Meata would be enough for me.
We got some
And
work to
it
do.
just might not happen for me. And I guess that means I got to come back, which is all right.
Yeah.
Come on, you're always welcome.
It instills a little bit of that, want to be a better duck hunter, want to be a more knowledgeable duck hunter. Like, I want to know this place better than I know it. There's
What
so
they
much to
do.
learn here.
Ah,
What do you say we go tow my boat back to the ramp one last time and get some breakfast?
let's do it. Breakfast sounds real good.
I'm a little bitter about missing my chance at a Bayou Meata mallard, but Clay and I will get one final chance to hunt here. But with a broken boat motor, we're gonna have to do it on foot. Using Onyx to find holes in deeper water, we walked for hours before first light, looking for a suitable place to set our spread.
Does it look like we're headed towards that wetter ground?
Well,
Yeah, see
looks like
how-
we're kind of in it,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So we need to keep hedging this way. There's ducks flying this line.
I mean, should we just sit here for 30 minutes, an hour, see what happens?
Yeah.
If we don't like it, we move.
Yeah.
After a little while at this first spot, we decide to put the decoys away and walk until we find a good hole or find a concentration of ducks. Every now and then, we stop to call and kick the water, not ever setting decoys, just going for calling and water motion alone.
On the left. Shoot that duck. I see him. I got a shot. I
don't have him. There's your mallard duck, brother.
Oh man, I can't believe I hit that.
Good job, man. All right.
We got
Conquered.
one.
Conquered the public land.
Well, I wouldn't say that we conquered the public land, but I did finally get to buy and meet a mallard. But that was just the cherry on top. What really made this hunt was why so many people go to Arkansas every winter to hunt ducks. It was spending time laughing and telling stories with friends, learning about the ducks I love so much, and witnessing a spectacle of migration that makes this the duck and rice capital of the world.